22 Shell Pennzoil Ford for Team Penske, Joey Logano. Joey, that was a very exciting end to this evening's race. Talk to us a little bit about it from your perspective.
Yeah, you know it's coming, that's for sure. Anytime you put so much on the line and you have a late race restart, you know it's going to get crazy. And then you add 2 or 3 of them on top of that, it's going to get crazier. Just proud of the effort that the team put in today. Everyone did an amazing job this week putting together a fast race car, handling the pressure that is put on these race teams, and really executing this race perfectly. We just came a little bit short. It hurts, but we had a great shot at it, and came so close on that last restart to doing something, but just didn't quite get it.
We'll now open it up to questions for Joey. If you raise your hand, we'll start right here with George.
Yeah, George Diaz, Orlando Center here. Can you talk about, you obviously came in and tried to fix things, but when you had the contact and a little bit of damage there, did you still think you were in the game? Did you feel like you were no longer, how competitive did you feel you were after your car got banged up a little bit on that incident?
Yeah, it's hard for me to say. I can't see my car, so I don't know how bad it was. I was thinking we couldn't pit. That was kind of where my head was, but my crew chief's a lot smarter than me, and that's a good thing. We came down pit road, put tires on it, and didn't lose any spots. Fixed our damage, and my pit crew, man, that's amazing. I looked at it afterwards and was like, wow, you guys patched it up, fixed it up really good. For me to have another good restart afterwards, get some spots back, and then have another restart. Got to 3rd, which I wish I was 4th, because I think that would have been the difference. I cleared Harvick into 3, and the caution came out, and looking back at it, I wish I didn't be able to start behind the leader. Larson would have the advantage, and then be able to push him out ahead and be to the point that you're next to the 48 so you can clear him. Could have been the difference between finishing 2nd and winning the championship. It's crazy to think that it's that much, and it's just that little bit that could have been the difference. I guess that's the part that stinks a little bit, is if the caution came out sooner for the crash behind us, we would have been 4th, and then possibly could have won the thing, at least the championship. But it is what it is. It's motivation. I can promise you that, because I don't feel too good right now, but it gives us motivation to come back harder next year and make sure that we have another shot at this thing and do it again. So I'm proud of the effort. Like I said, we did such a good job today. That part I'm proud of. If you look at what we did a couple years ago and what we did today, it's a complete 180, and I couldn't be more proud of the race team for that reason. But like I said, it's 2nd, so 2nd always hurts the most.
We'll go over here to the right to Don.
Joey, Don Coble from the Florida Times Union. Same question that I asked Kyle. At one point today, or several points today, you, Carl, and Kyle were kind of in a good spot to win it. You both, and all 3 of you kind of got in a little trouble and came back. Jimmy was really never in it until the last 10 laps. I mean, talk about the emotions of being, I'm in good shape and now I'm in trouble. I'm in good shape, now I'm in trouble. And then a guy who was just riding, just like he said, he got to 5th and just stayed there all day, and then all of a sudden everything opened up in the last 10 laps. Yeah.
It's funny because all of us were up there racing against each other, and the 48 came through the field the first run. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, he was all the way up to me and he started last, and I was like, we're in trouble. And then he just kind of stalled out there, and we pretty much stayed there the whole race. When we were fast on the short run, where the other cars, especially the Gibbs cars, they were really fast in the long run. When Carl and I got into each other there, that just pretty much parted the seas for the 48 to run through there and gain a couple spots and put himself in position to win. So, he was in the right place at the right time, and that's, good for him.
We'll stay over here to the right.
Tom Bowles, front stretch. Joey, that that restart with Carl. Are you going to wake up tomorrow and think that you should have done something differently? Are you comfortable with the way everything panned out? And were you surprised that Carl went all the way down there and talked to your crew chief and, you know, basically said that's just racing and told you to go get the championship?
Yeah, I think it's really cool that he said that. Ironically, they're playing it right now, so I can watch it. Good job. It's like they timed that on purpose, but that's cool. He came to. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. He's a stand-up guy. Carl's a good person, and I got to know all three of these drivers. I've known Kyle really well in the past, but to get to know Jimmy and Carl, you know, they're three stand-up, just good people, you know, and it's hard to find that this day and age, especially in professional sports, and especially at the top of professional sports. Usually the ones that are the best aren't the nicest of people. But in this case, this championship four was some really just genuine people, and we knew we were gonna have to race each other hard. We knew that. That wasn't a surprise, but. Yeah, I mean, it's cool that Carl came up and said that, because I don't blame him. You know, he had to throw the block. It's the only move I had. I'm not going to look back at it and second guess that move. I had to do that. It's the only play I had. I'm watching this one for the first time. It's going to distract me. Yeah, so. Somebody shut the TV off. Anyways, but yeah, Carl and I, great racing. Just I understand why he had to throw the block, and he understands why I had to make the move, because that was for the win. That was the only shot that I had. That was for the race wins. 10 to go. You know, what do you expect? It's for a championship. And I did that move earlier in the race. Actually, the first start of the race, I did that. I knew that was my play. I knew it was what I was going to do as soon as I restarted, and we just ran out of real estate to the point it's like, okay, like, we got to do something different. But you know, that's just racing, and it hurt. It hurt both of us. Ultimately, Carl a little bit more, but it's unfortunate.
Any additional questions for Joey? Joey, congratulations on a great season, and we look forward to seeing you in Daytona.
Great, thanks, guys.